After contacting FLOS and learning about their products, it became clear that we needed their lights in the villa. I had seen some products here and there in local showrooms, but I really wanted to see installed examples of the architectural lighting, so we made our way to Milano. The light options are absolutely stunning. Milano was a fast and furious trip because we have so many things going on at the villa, but of course, we have to stop to eat. And unfortunately, things started to fall apart after we got back from Milano. Something had happened and it wasn't going to work out anymore. Welcome back to our renovation in Tuscany. If it's your first time joining us, take a look inside our villa and explore our previous videos at the top right. This week is all about the finishing details for the bottom floor. We're taking you with us as we visit the FLOS headquarters in Milan, all in the name of lighting. Rob and I have been deep in our design research with the villa for over a year and a half. And in that time, we've been to 3 international trade shows and have seen and met amazing brands and artisans along the way. I'll be honest, when it came to sourcing technical lighting for the bottom floor, I was quite picky, but with good reason. I knew I didn't want builder-grade recessed lighting. With how much love and effort we're putting into the cabinetry, appliances, and everything else, we both wanted something to accentuate the spaces but not be noticeable. We are particularly focused on this large space downstairs. After contacting FLOS and learning about their products, it became clear that we needed these lights in the villa. FLOS is an Italian lighting company that started in 1962, and as you can imagine, they have a vast product catalog to choose from that includes suspension, table, wall, architectural, and even outdoor lighting. FLOS has created iconic models such as the Arco, Taccia, and Cocoon, just to name a few. I spoke with our lighting specialist Anna, and she walked me through some of the options we were interested in, like the Light Shadow Pro, Light Shadow Push, and of course, as we've spoken about before, the mice circuit. I had seen some products here and there in local showrooms, but I really wanted to see installed examples of the architectural lighting, so we made our way to Milano. We headed into the city center of Milano to visit the FLOS headquarters and showroom. Anna, our lighting specialist, met us there and gave us an incredible tour. Anna showed us so many different models to really consider for other spaces in the villa, like the bar and the bedrooms. This is the Noctambule series. It's a transparent blown glass structure. I absolutely love that FLOS has continued making their iconic 1960s models. Here they've given it a modern twist by making it all white. Rob was especially inspired by the Coordinate series for the bar area. You can combine different models to create a beautiful suspended piece. Of course, there were loads of other table and suspended models to consider in all sorts of colors. Did something catch your eye? Let us know in the comments below which lights you liked. Once we were finished with the retail showroom, we headed to the professional space and got to see the My Circuit installation. What a treat! The light options are absolutely stunning. We really feel like this is the system we would like for the living room space. These lights can work in traditional and modern spaces. Here you see the juxtaposition of both. We also got the chance to see the Light Shadow Pro and Push. I have to say that this footage does not do it justice. When we walked in, we knew the lights were on in the space, but the light source wasn't obvious. Anna showed us the lights on and off for us to see that these special recessed lights don't cast obvious shadows or glares. They are, in fact, anti-glare and give an incredibly soft and uniform light across the space. Seeing the lights in person made all the difference for us to understand the overall function and quality of the product. When it came to the Push model, I loved the idea of being able to have flexible and functional lighting for the corridor. If I decide to expose the light as it is here, I can keep it out, or I can push it inwards to completely hide it within the ceiling. We had such a wonderful time with Anna and learned so much about how lighting can really enhance a space. It's definitely something we're glad we considered for the villa because it can improve the overall experience of the spaces we're creating.
City center of Milano. It was really fast getting in and really fast getting out, so we didn't do a whole lot of documenting the experience, but I did make sure to get video of the flows, which I hope you're able to see and actually see the lights in person that we have been looking at and talking about all this time with you guys. So if you want to take a look at that from our previous episode, I'll put the link up here, I believe. There's two different kinds of lighting. There's more of the decorative lighting that I think is very easy to find on the web. But the lighting that we were particularly interested in is professional architectural lighting. We were able to see them in person and really get a feel for what the scale is, how the light is emitted, you know, the shape and everything, and it really made the difference. It was absolutely incredible and very much worthwhile to make the trip out here, because when you're spending a lot of money on lighting, you want to be sure that it's correct and that you're not making any wrong decisions, because these things are going to be in the house for years to come. So I wanted to make sure I got this right, and I think with Anna's help, we really did figure out exactly what we want to do.
Milano was a fast and furious trip because we have so many things going on at the villa, work, and also prep for the online shop. But of course, we have to stop to eat. Rob found an amazing restaurant on our way home in Parma. We had to try the local delicacies of Parma. Torta fritta, freshly fried dough, paired with amazing prosciutto made at this restaurant, and giardiniera, pickled vegetables, all of which was absolutely delicious. The torta fritta was fresh and hot and perfect with a slice of prosciutto placed on top. Rob and I both tried the risotto with sausage and vegetables. and of course, a little dessert to pick us up and help us on the way home.
It's almond cake
Get out of
with
here.
zambione cream. That's what I got.
I really hope that you enjoyed our visit to Milano. We're very fortunate to live here, even though Milano is about 4 hours drive away. To be able to go and visit places like that and experience new things and try new food. After we got back from Milano, I was very serious about making sure that we placed the window order. And of course, I had spoken to you that I had found a provider that could work with us on our new timeline, that we had to be realistic about the oncoming winter and try to get this wrapped up before the end of the year. And unfortunately, things started to fall apart after we got back from Milano. Something had happened and it wasn't going to work out anymore. So we had to find a new window provider and start from scratch. And honestly, at that point, I was just not mentally ready to take that on. I really took it hard. I think Rob is very much an optimistic person, and he tries to keep me really balanced because we are juggling a lot in our lives right now aside from the villa, and it was just one thing that it threw me over the edge, and I was in tears, I'll be honest. I was crying and I was a mess for a few days, just not wanting to face the facts that I had to start over again and I had to find a new supplier. After I gave myself a little bit of space and time to be able to face it, I was able to find an old contact that I had from almost a year ago. And I called him up and I said, this is the situation, this is where we're at. Do you honestly believe that you can get us windows before the end of the year if we place our order pretty quickly? And it seems like it really is gonna be feasible. When I felt that the world was crashing down, and it sounds so silly to say that, it was just too much for me to handle. It was heartbreaking. Just the thought of having to deal with another issue when we are facing so many, like with the sewer and all this other kind of stuff, all these delays that we're in the middle of. I'm glad that I'm able to experience these things, as painful as they are, so that I can become much more resilient and much more experienced dealing with a big project like this, and knowing that if we run into something like this in the future, it's not going to be the end of the world and I can take it on. It's going to be okay. And I'm very thankful for all the support that Rob gives me and that my family gives me, all the emotional support that everybody from this channel has given me, because I realized that I could keep going and we can get this done. So with that said, thank you guys for the support and all the love that you show on the channel. If you guys have any horror stories about a supplier not coming through or things falling apart with your own renovations, please be sure to share that with us, because it really does help me understand that, and I feel like we're building a really great community that can be honest and share these experiences. This is much deeper than just design. This is about life, and this is about facing problems and fixing them. So I thank you very much for being on this journey with us and listening to me talk about this problem. It makes me feel a lot better knowing that I have you guys in my corner supporting us. So thank you so much for all the love and support that you show. Exciting times are ahead, and we've got a lot more renovation magic in store for you. Stay tuned as we unveil all the latest changes we've been working on. Don't miss out on the transformation. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and join us on this Italian adventure. Thanks for being a part of our renovation family, and we can't wait to see you next time.